after a while, they're like, I want to act, this is what I want to do. So yeah, just went on from there. I wanted to invest in myself, इसलिए मैं New York चला गया था. So studied there for a year, and yeah, and then I've just been struggling trying to get good roles, you know.
Good. Okay, so Aman Bhatnagar is asking, what is your motto or advice that you live by?
Live every day like it's your last. Live in love, for sure, because the more you give love, the more you'll receive it. And I think if the world had a bit more love, there'd be a lot more happiness.
Right.
So that's always something that I try and do. And always work hard. As The Rock says, be the hardest worker in the room, and that's really true, because you never know who's going to see that and want to work with you in the future. You know, if you always take it as a professional stance that, you know, there's a lot of professional people in front of you, directors, actors, this and that, and you give your best,
Right.
someone is bound to see you. So even if you're not an actor and you're just in a normal job in a call center or something like that, give your best, get the numbers going, and I'm sure someone's going to notice you.
Okay. Bhavish is asking, how was your Big Boss experience?
It was short, very short. खाना की वजह से थोड़ा गड़बड़ हो गया, but I wish it wouldn't have happened. I wanted to stay longer. It was very different. It was my first reality show at the time, so it was a big experience.
Right.
Very different from me on all counts, you know. A lot of Hindi speakers were in there, so sometimes I wasn't so sure about what was going on, but I pick up as it goes along. It was a good experience.
Okay. And how
Too
good,
short to really say anything.
So how good is your Hindi?
शुद्ध तो नहीं है, but सोचने में थोड़ा रुक जाता है. But बचपन से मुंबई में है तो थोड़ा Mumbai style Hindi hai. It's not clean Hindi.
Right.
But yeah, I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to put the those and the he's and you know these things I don't use. Mera Hindi ekdam cut to cut. You know, it's very get to the point, finish the
Right,
job.
right.
But कोशिश कर रहा हूँ थोड़ा और, you know, अच्छा होना चाहिए actually, because I don't have an excuse. I've been in India all my life, so there are no excuses. But it's not something that I've studied, so I actually learned Hindi मेरे servant के साथ, और वो भी नेपाली था. So मेरा हिंदी एकदम नेपाली, Mumbai, you know, it's all mixed. But yeah,
Cool.
trying to make it better always.
Okay. Shailu Rathore is asking your favorite Hindi movie.
Favorite Hindi movie? Wow, there's a lot of them up there. Definitely Gangs of Wasaipur. I love that. I went to the theater 3 times, which is the most I've watched a Hindi movie. I love Amir Khan, so a lot of his films I've watched. What's the name of that? The one where he forgets in 15 seconds.
Gajni.
Gajni. That was
Yeah,
a big one for me.
yeah.
I love Vastav. I love Baba. Back in the day, that was like, वो मेरे लिए एक Scarface, Indian Scarface था.
Right.
So that I love that movie. Of course, Salman has made good movies as well. तेरे नाम, I even had hair उसके जैसे बाल भी रखे थे उस time में. Actually, I look like Nick Carter. I didn't look like Salman Khan, but yeah, I tried. And I used to wear his bracelet and everything when I was young.
Wow, wow. Okay, there's a compliment for you. Love AK_Insta. Hi, you're looking very handsome today.
Thank you very much, and I'm sure you look very beautiful too.
Okay, so how's your experience working in Jhansi Ki Rani?
Great, challenging for sure. I've never been faced with so much Hindi dialogue before, so that was a major challenge. You know, you come to set and room के अंदर आके ऐसे books रहता था 15-20 page, and I'm like, oh my god, you know, and the makeup is going and I'm like trying to get there because you don't have too much time.
Right,
TV is
right.
very fast, very pacey. A certain amount of footage देना पड़ता है every day, so you understand that the directors and the production, they need you know you to be ready at all times. Like, you can be told that you're going to be sitting for 2 hours and then in 2 minutes you're called back to set. So very challenging in that way. It's very moving. I liked it. I liked the experience because I worked with good professionals, Rajesh ji and also Anuja Sate. So I mean, these people, I fed off of their acting, and it was really enjoyable a lot of the time. I even got to direct some episodes. I know I wasn't given the credit, but I was doing it. And yeah, it was a very good experience because it's a long track. I've never done 6 months like that continuously, you know. And I live in South Mumbai, and the shoots are, you know, on the other side of the world. So it was an amazing thing, a good opportunity by Colors also. After my Big Boss experience, you know, they said, all right, we'll go with this guy once again, and they trusted me with a very big role, which to play a villain continuously बहुत challenging होता है क्योंकि flat नहीं लगना चाहिए.
Right.
And if you're playing a character इतना लंबा सा खेल रहे हो तो you have to kind of decipher where do you want to take it up, where do you want to pull it down, you know. So that way also character-wise it was very challenging क्योंकि movie में थोड़ा अलग होता है कि आप वो 3 महीने 4 महीने पहले आप पूरा script मिल जाता है. You can work on that, you know, you make your certain decisions, whereas here you have to make a daily basis kind of decision. You know, you have to be working all the time with your mind, your body especially, my God, it was taxing. The Indian heat with that coat on me, that was a challenge in itself. Like I've lost about 18 kilos, so half of my fans are like, body ka banega, and I'm like, we'll do it again. But yeah, just all the different facets, it was amazing. I got to ride lots of horses, और मैं बहुत अच्छी तरह से घोड़ा चलाता हूँ. And first day the director comes and he's like, sir, आप घोड़ा चला सकते हैं? I said, कैसे? कहाँ? बताओ मुझे, मैं करूँगा ज़रूर. So that was amazing because I got to play polo as well. That was a challenge. I had a stick in my hand with a ball on the floor, and I've played cricket my whole life. And running in with that horse, 25 take हुआ और मैंने वो ball नहीं मारा. So that was very cool for me because I thought, you know, I've watched polo matches in the race course, and I was like, hey, बहुत simple sport है, घोड़ा पे बैठ के ऐसे, you know, डंडा घुमाना है और कुछ नहीं है. But when I rode it after that, the day my shoulders were in pain. It was an insane workout. So yeah, I've got to do lots of action sequences as well with Rajesh Ji as well. The last sequence was actually fighting against him, so that was cool because you don't get to do a lot of action a lot of the time, especially as a model. You know, you just have to stand there and look pretty. But yeah, it on all fronts, I got like to do something that I've always wanted to do. I've always wanted to be a bad guy, so here I am, a bad guy. Ross is never wrong, that famous dialogue. But yeah, it was in all different directions. I got challenged, and it was amazing. It was really an amazing experience. Who knows, maybe I'll work on something like this again.
But when the show ended, like abruptly, was that very heartbreaking because the story even didn't complete its run?
Yeah, and I guess production houses and channels have to take certain decisions at certain points in time. वो मेरे कंट्रोल में नहीं है. मेरे पास इतना पैसा नहीं है. नहीं चलाओ आगे जाना चाहिए. So I'm very thankful firstly to the fans that have supported the show throughout. You know, everyone was so like, come on, you're doing a great job. You know, I used to open up my Instagram in the morning and it was like fantastic to see the kind of reactions that I was getting. You know, I think आधा से आधा दुनिया सोच रहा है कि ये डबिंग चालू है इसका क्योंकि वो हिंदी ऐसे you know बोल नहीं सकते, बोल नहीं पा सकते. You know, the foreigners have a problem with the rs and, you know, these kind of very different slip-ups that Hindi has. So when I came out, my first reaction with a lot of people, they were like, oh, Mr. Ross, and they were like, so how do you, like, do you lip sync and do you do the dubbing lip sync? So I've had all kinds of funny questions. But yeah, not sad. I can't say that because I'm never sad. Whatever God is going to give me, He's going to give me. And sometimes things end, you know. But if something ends, it's always giving an opening for something new to start. So I think this is just a stepping stone for me. I don't look at it as, oh, you know, the show ended, because the show always goes on. But yeah, the story-wise, it didn't get that finishing effect, and I had a lot of reaction that ऐसे नहीं होना चाहिए था, you know, it was too quick, there was no, you know, it was hard. Production house struggles at that point because you have to finish the show and then give enough equal value to a lot of the characters in there, which is very difficult at a time like that. So I'll say sorry on behalf if somebody felt bad that history wasn't portrayed the way that it was supposed to be, or maybe the way that this production house would have wanted to portray it on a longer run. But it is what it is.
Okay, there's a compliment for you from Sagar Tavde. Sir, your acting is very good.
Thank you, Sagar ji.
Okay.
Hi Zala.
So what all Indian languages do you know?
I actually don't know any, but I know a few words here and there, you know, so people are always impressed. Like I was actually in Tamil Nadu day before yesterday, and I said something very small. I always say it because I know it brings in an immediate smile onto a South Indian face. I'm like, "Inna super rascal." And she's like, "Oh my God, you speak Tamil?" And I was like, "I don't think so." I always try and pick up a few words, you know, from all over the world. Wherever I've gone and traveled to, I always try to at least get an opening sentence, you know, something that brings a smile onto someone's face. But Hindi, and I understand Gujarati because my father was Guju, so I sat around it a lot. So if someone's speaking it, I can get मतलब ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा पकड़ लेंगे कि क्या बात हो रहा है, but it's not कि वो पक्का है and I can't speak Guju, which I really wish I could, because the Gujarati community is huge and we love them.
Okay, Komal is asking any Bollywood project.
Hopefully, keep praying for me. Hopefully soon, yes, we're looking, I mean, I would love to be in Bollywood, but again, see, as an actor, let me put this out there, is that, you know, dreams, it's always good to be dreaming, and it's always good to have big dreams, and, you know, be idealistic about, you know, what you want in your life, but there's also something called being a little realistic with yourself, logical, because decisions, sometimes, I can't say they're always made logically in a creative space, but most of the time they are. So with this look, it's a little bit difficult to play the Indian hero, because जो masses के लिए जो creations बनता है, वो समझ नहीं पाएगा कि ये इतना गोरा सा आदमी गाँव के बीच में बस के ऊपर लुंगी पहन के नाच रहा है. अगर मैं करता था वो तो, you know, it would be like producer पागल हो गया या director पागल हो गया, तो ये पागल है. You know what I mean? So I'm not cutting myself off, but it is a space that I think slowly will start adapting and start accepting foreigners who can, you know, work within it and bring some new life to the story. I'm working with good people. I know a lot of directors and stuff. I know good people from the Bollywood industry, but it's always a struggle for them, you know. And they've always said, you know, I'm trying to get you that role, but then you're a bit too young. You know, even the Thugs of Hindustan, I really tried for the main lead role, but they wanted someone a bit older than me, you know, a bit more like grizzly looking. So I have these clean, good boy looks. So sometimes, you know, I had the same thing on Jhansi Ki Rani. People like, Captain Ross, itna cute. So that's always there, but let's see.
Yeah, so there is this fan page, Miss World Alicia _Jenny, and she's also saying Ross is never wrong.
It's a good line. It was funny at first when I was saying it. I used to laugh in the first take, but then it was like, am I saying it today? Okay, let's say it.
Okay, me Vishu 22, your eyes and your voice are the powerful weapons for you.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, so have you taken, okay, your acting is awesome, nevertheless it is negative or positive, you rock, Jason.
Thank you so much. Always try to be, you know, you have to change, you have to be positive, you have to be negative, you know. What I am on screen doesn't mean what I am in real life, because I've gotten those reactions too, like, कैसे इंडियंस को ऐसे लाफा मारता है. स्क्रिप्ट में तो लिखा है, मैं क्या करूं. क्योंकि हर रोज उठ के I'm coming to set, and you know, I've got the associate director in my room, and he's like, बाबा आज तो लात मारना है इसको, इसको हंटर लेके मारना है. You know, so that's the role, but never would I want to do that in real life, and that's the breakaway of creation and your day-to-day life.
True. Okay. The Helua girl, please ask him what's his favorite cuisine.
Oof. Japanese, all the way. Sushi, I love sushi. Any day of the week, call me up, I'm your best friend.
Okay. So wait, what are your next projects after Chansi Ki Rani? Any web series or any
Well,
TV shows?
I'm looking to do it. I'm working with some people. There's one thing that I don't, I take my time. I don't like to unnecessarily jump into things. It was a big decision for me to play Captain Ross in Jhansi Ki Rani because previously I had already played Mr. Bauer, and Colonel Bauer actually had taken the credit for killing Azad back in the day. So I played that role, and when this came, I was like, playing another British officer again, because you get typecasted very quickly, and I don't want to be in this one space of maybe a British officer plays something. No, I can do a lot. So yeah, I mean, I want to make a good decision now. I want to break completely away from this look. I enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun with it, but I think I need to put it aside. So yeah, taking my time. I do other things also. I'm a farmer, so I'm into organic farming. We're just starting some fields right now. On top of that, I'm also a trader because of the Gujarati background. So trading because so it's like, I have other things also as an actor. You should have something else besides acting, because you never know, it's here today, gone tomorrow kind of industry. So you always have to be working on yourself, doing other things, and I do a lot of other things. So yeah, let's see.
Okay, Manisha is asking, what's your dream role?
I would like something in a lover boy kind of role, because I've never got that role. I've never got that. It's my dream role to try and romance a woman on screen, because I've always been put in the negative section very quickly. So yeah, I'm hoping I get to play something like that.
And who should be your co-star?
Jennifer Lawrence. All the way.
Okay, what's your favorite color and your perfect date look?
I'm a very black and white guy, so that's why I tried to put on some color today. But and what was
your perfect date look?
Date look. I mean, I'm very casual. I'm not that kind of fashionista kind of person that I'm like, okay, आज मैं उधर जा रहे तो उसका जो background का setting है मैं वैसे ही एक shirt पहनूंगा अच्छा लगेगा, ऐसे नहीं है. If a date is set up, obviously I want to be presentable and look nice and fresh and happy, but I'm very simple. I actually roam around in shorts most of the time because we're in India, so it's hot, and I like to be comfortable. I've always been that kind of a person. Just stay comfortable, because if you're in some jacket and you're trying to be nice at the same time, and then the girl is like, what's wrong with him? Maybe wo kapda fitting nahi or tight ho raha hai. So you should be relaxed, because when you're relaxed, then things play off better with the other person.
True. So, okay. Have you ever? Would you want to try comedy?
Yes, actually. I would love to try comedy, and I am kind of already, because I'm working with the Like app now.
Yeah.
So that is kind of pushing me to think of funny ideas and expressions and stuff like that. Comedy is something that you can play with, You could do one line 50 different ways, and it's not that easy, because comedy, people think is, you have to be funny.
Right.
Sometimes I feel I'm funny, but comedy is the way that you say it. You can have a dead serious face and say something really funny and make the person fall over. So it's definitely a section I would love to explore, especially in the world now, because comedy is gripping people.
Right.
It's taking control, because people want something entertaining, they want something fresh every day, That's why TikTok and and all of these apps are working, because it's entertaining. It takes that little stress off of your mind to see someone's head go in a bucket of water, or the things I've seen on TikTok. It's hilarious. So, I mean, it's the reality of that space that you work in that really gives that last effect to the comedy. But yeah, it's definitely something I'd like to explore, and I know Indians love comedy.
Okay, Drashti is asking, have you taken some training in acting?
Yes. When I was 21 in New York, I was in the New York Film Academy, एक साल वहाँ पे किया. It was the conservatory one-year acting course. I'd like to go back actually to the LA department and go into direction. So it's something on my mind. But yes, as an actor, you should definitely invest in yourself. If you're not investing in financially or going to a school, take the time out, because as an actor, you need to work on your craft all the time, work on your voice, work on your body, because when you're acting, you need all of these things to come out together. So it's definitely worth it to invest. I also did Anupam Kher ke saath bhi kiya tha jo mera. So yeah, I've definitely worked. I've done a few sessions also with workshops and stuff like that.
Cool. Okay, finally a message for your fans.
I love you guys so much. I can be a little crazy sometimes. Don't get offended by pictures and stuff like that, which it might be different for you all, and I hope to continue to keep being different. I hate being stuck in one place. It's kind of in my nature. So please don't get offended by anything that I would say or do, because most of the time I do a lot of things in jest, and I do a lot of things in fun, and sometimes people don't really think in the same way. But thank you so much for the support. Bahut shukriya for the whole of India for watching this series and really being with you. As an actor, you don't have a lot of time to have friends and people talking to you and stuff like that, but you do have your mobile phone, और जो जितना अच्छे messages सुबह में पढ़ते हैं, so it gives me that motivation, that boost. So no matter how much you guys think that I'm trying to motivate you, I get motivated by you. So thank you so much for doing that, and I hope to come back soon with something bigger, better maybe, who knows. But yeah, thank you guys.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Poof, I know, I was just going to be like...